Hey gang, it's Steve. Okay, I want to talk to you about something. Got people asking questions, and it was people's suggestions that led to this in the first place. So I wanted to tell you, I have, if you look in my song archive, my song tutorial archive here on my site, and in some other places as well, but most notably there's a series of little add to cart buttons underneath those song tutorial videos. And what they are, they're my virtual tip jar. What's happened over time is that I've really tried to keep the pricing on my memberships very low so that everyone who wants access can get access. Okay? And I've had a number of people over the years actually say to me, you don't charge enough money for what you do. And I say, I would love to charge more, but I also want to make sure that I'm not keeping people who want this information out of the loop because they don't have enough money. I mean, I've got a global audience here. And there are a lot of countries right now where people are starting to get access to the internet, but they're not rich countries yet. And you have people who might be living on anywhere from maybe $5 a day, $6 a day US. And so I really don't want those people to be shut out from this if at all possible, if they have access to an instrument and a computer connection. So that's one of my main things is I've been very cautious about keeping my pricing low. But obviously the downside is that I don't make as good a living as I probably could be making because of that. And I've had a lot of people say, I'd like to be able to send you more money because we appreciate what you do, all the free content that you put out, etc., etc. And so I got to thinking about it, and I thought maybe the best way to allow for that for people would be to create a virtual tip jar. And because obviously when I play gigs, I always have a glass jar out there, and so I get what I'm going to get from the owner of the establishment. But then throughout the night, as people make requests and I fill them, and just if people are enjoying what they're doing, I get money in the tip jar. And so I wanted to create a similar situation. So what you'll see is there's an add to cart, and it's a PayPal button. You don't have to have a PayPal account to use this, okay? If you click on it, it takes you to a PayPal screen. If you have a PayPal account, you can log in. If not, there's a link underneath where you would log in that says, don't have a PayPal account? Sometimes it says, use a credit or debit card or as a PayPal guest. Other times it says, get a PayPal membership, or get a PayPal account. If you click that link, whether it says get a PayPal account or not, it'll take you to a place where you can choose to use a debit or credit card. And what I have is I've got a $1, $5, $10, and $20 add to cart button. I use the add to cart because you can, if you want to give, if you want to give $2 or $3 instead of $1, but you don't want to quite give 5 or whatever, that's fine. You can just click on the add to cart button for the $1 donation or $1 contribution, and then change the quantity to however many. And it'll say, what's your quantity? 1. Well, if you change it to 3, that'll be $3. If you change it to 27, it'll be $27. If you put in $100, you can do that by just clicking the 1 and putting in a quantity 100, or you can click the 20 and put in quantity 5. I don't care how you do it, but I wanted to leave you options. And this allows the folks who want to send me a little bit of extra because they appreciate what I'm doing. And like I say, thank you so much for the idea, because this is an idea that was born from suggestions from many different people from around the world. This is an opportunity, an option, or a way for you to be able to do that. Leave me a tip. And of course, this is not required, so if you don't want to or you don't feel that it's necessary or whatever, guess what? It's not. It's completely voluntary. I don't expect it. You don't have to, and I'm going to keep making this free content for you anyway. But every last dime that I get for what I do, I am grateful for. It helps me make sure that I don't have to get another job and that I can keep my focus on teaching you guys everything I know and being a full-time musician. So I try to make sure that I'm always putting out a lot of value, and hopefully it'll be worth it. And I try to make sure that access to the site through the memberships are very, very, very low priced, so that nobody has to step away from that just because of money. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for your support, and if you are inclined or feel so inclined, feel free to head over to any of the song tutorials in the Song Tutorial Archive, and every one of them has a virtual tip jar page that you can log in and make a contribution. I promise I will squander it all on food and electricity. Okay? That's my pledge to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to this, and regardless of whether you give me a tip or not, I'm extremely grateful to have you in my community, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We have a lot of fun over here, and we're changing the world for the better, one piano player at a time. All right, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong, and I'll see you later.